Hi there, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for February. This month begins with there being an all change on the 2nd. Venus moves into a deep, penetrative part of your scope, suggesting that you can gain from someone else's business expertise, or some kind of investment can come back for you very positively during this month. On the other hand, it could see the temperature rising in your love life. But Mars, the freedom-loving and individualist planet of the zodiac, moves into a very adventurous part of your horoscope, which on the face of it sounds fantastic. But if you're trying to investigate any travel plans, there may be times this month when you get the wrong kind of information. So you need to be particularly vigilant, especially if you're arranging some kind of trip yourself and you're outside the scope of some kind of bigger holiday organisation. This is because Mars combines with Neptune. It's brilliant for going to see movies this month, watching anything that's inspiring or different, go into an art gallery. These kind of things can really be fantastic for you. But the downside is it can also be a little bit of a tricky influence, Neptune, because it merges with Mars, then it merges with Neptune, then the Sun, then Venus, and then Mercury starts to go backwards from the 23rd, also in this sector of travel and expansion and communication. So anything to do with contracts and stuff like that does need to be handled very, very carefully indeed. But there is some good news. Between the 4th and the 8th, Venus is making a terrific link with Uranus, suggesting that a surprise windfall can come for you. And also with Uranus forging a great link with Jupiter all this month, if you're open to the advice of someone who sees life very differently to you, you can gain enormously from this person's input. In fact, on the 10th there is a new moon. And this new moon is terrific if you want to balance the books and get much more practical about your finances. But then from the 11th through to the 18th, there's a terrific angle between Mercury and then Mars with Pluto, suggesting some key relationships can inform your decision making. You can learn a lot, again, particularly from some kind of advisor, someone who's very knowledgeable. Do be open to this. You may also find yourself playing the role of a mentor yourself. Now, unfortunately, on the 18th, Saturn, the planet of structure, but also of restriction, does start to go backwards in your sector of joys and personal expression. So if you have got a project that's dear to your heart, you may find that over the next 5.5 months, things might not go quite as quickly as you would like. But the best way to tackle Saturn is to work ferociously hard to overcome the obstacles it tends to put in our path. On the 19th, the Sun moves into this expansive area. It joins with Neptune as well. If you've really always wanted that wondrous holiday to somewhere that's truly exotic and different, this can certainly help to capture your imagination. But as I said, you need to make sure that you're getting all the details absolutely correct. As the month draws to a close, Venus also moves. And if you try to have a heart-to-heart with someone over a romantic matter, they may be quite elusive. Or perhaps it's you that's wanting to keep them at a little bit of a distance. There's certainly some tricky influences on the back of this Neptune overture to this month. And also with Mercury starting to twist backwards from the 23rd, once more, you just need to make sure that you're really on top of things. Don't assume anything will just go to plan. You need to micromanage everything at every stage. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.